for these ideas.
Once again, you are making arguments and you're applying them exclusively to white people. There are people all around the world who do not want to become a minority. The Japanese, for example, they have a debate about the possibility of immigration. And they have, by and large, decided they do not want immigration. The people of West Africa, for example, they do not want people coming in from the Middle East to become traders. And this does not lead to Holocaust. Every argument you're making, not only about the definition of who is white, but the possible catastrophic consequences of ideas applies only to white people. Do think about that seriously. Whereas all of these ideas of wishing to preserve a way of life, these are legitimate for all people. And to somehow say that only for white people, that this can lead to this can lead to that.
Sorry,
and,
white people are the people that are responsible for Holocaust against my people.
Okay.
And they are also responsible for slavery against black people. Right. And they are also responsible for what happened for Native Americans in this country.
Are you somehow...
But let's focus on Holocaust right now. So.
Well, look, are you somehow suggesting that whites are uniquely evil people?
No.
Well, then, okay, practically every people in the entire world, the Jewish people had slaves, Asians had slaves, Africans had slaves. People throughout history have conquered territories and slaughtered the occupants. Somehow it is only white people about whom this is brought up. During the entire transatlantic slave trade, you may or may not be aware, an approximately equal number of blacks were taken by Arabs out of Africa into the Middle East. Why are there so few blacks in the Middle East now? It's because they were used as slaves, the men were castrated, and they have left no descendants. But somehow it is the slave trade across the Atlantic by white people that is somehow this great scourge of humanity. Slavery still exists in Africa, but somehow it is slavery in the United States 150 years ago that all of humanity is supposed to weep over. Again, you are talking in terms that single out white people for special moral condemnation, do not accord them the rights that you unconsciously allow every other group, and you are setting up rules whereby only white people are not allowed to take the simplest steps necessary to ensure their survival.